Since 2019, I have published 6 albums and 2 singles of ambient music, both independently and in collaboration with 4 different labels. I also released the physical copies of some of my records on cassette and CD, and 1 single was included in a popular Spotify ambient playlist. In this video, I'll share my experience, including finding a label for publishing, discussing the best digital platforms, the importance of artwork, printing physical copies, promoting your music, costs and revenues. Stay until the end if you are an independent musician struggling to get your music out there. I'll help you to be more effective, save time and most importantly avoid mistakes. And trust me, there are many. Let's assume you already have your own artistic vision and possess enough knowledge and skills to produce a quality album with proper mixing and mastering. I will not discuss those aspects here. How and where to publish your music? There are 2 main ways to put your music out there: the do-it-yourself approach or collaborating with a music label. Let's discuss both. First way, do it yourself. If you have never released the music before, this is a good starting point. It's a way to gain experience and test audience response. But where to publish it? In my opinion, there are 2 main options: Bandcamp versus other streaming services, such as Spotify or Apple Music. Bandcamp is a great platform for independent artists and small labels. It allows you to create a personalized page for free and sell your music with a small fee on actual sales. You can upload your music in a non-compressed quality and listeners can download it in the same quality. You can set your own prices or offer free downloads and even sell physical copies and merchandise. You will always have full control of your music and can easily edit your content anytime. It's risk-free, and if you need extra features, you can get the Pro version with the paid subscription. Recently, Bandcamp introduced a music feed for the app, which suggests music based on user interests. This feature helped me sell my first album from 5 years ago. This platform is widely used by both amateur and professional artists and is considered reliable and fair. Streaming services like Spotify require you to pay a distributor to publish your music. After that, you have very little control over your music, and they pay you a very small amount per stream. Your music is likely to disappear in the ocean of content on those platforms. These services make sense if you are a well-established artist with a solid fan base that can ensure a decent amount of streams. At the beginning of my journey, I chose both options. While one doesn't exclude the other, it can split your efforts in different directions, which can be stressful and less effective. On Spotify, only one of my singles got an interesting number of streams, but I had to promote it. Remember, without a promotion strategy, your tracks will sit there without much attention. We'll discuss promotion later. The second way is collaborate with a label. If you have some experience and good material, you can try to submit it to a label. This collaboration has advantages. It can help you gain more exposure due to an established audience, and some labels offer extra services like creating artwork or mastering tracks. I collaborated with 4 different labels in my niche: Nuit Blanche, Cyclical Dreams, Somewhere Cold Records and Oral Films. Some labels offered to create artwork and one even mastered my tracks. One printed the CDs at their expenses, while in other cases I printed my own copies and sold them through their page. Some labels publish exclusively on Bandcamp, while others also use streaming services. However, small labels usually don't have the resources to promote every album, but they promote themselves as a whole package. I was always satisfied with the level of communication, clarity and support, but the results in terms of streams and sales varied. In the end, you can't expect the label to make you famous. Would I suggest working with a label? Definitely yes, assuming you are on the same wavelength. Finding and approaching a label. You might already know some specialized labels in your niche. Anyway, a web search is a good starting point. You can also search within Bandcamp, social media like Facebook, and check specialized websites and magazines. Look at artists you like and see which labels they work with. Tips: connect with labels within your range. As a beginner or a small artist, it's more likely you'll get attention from small labels. And second, stay within your niche. Avoid generalist labels initially. Approach those focusing on a subgenre close to yours. Check their page and listen to their catalog to see if your style matches. Make a list of labels to approach with their website, email, and notes. Check if the label accepts submissions and their policy. Some labels aren't interested in growing their roster, while others are. Follow specific submission instructions on their website. When writing your message, be polite but straightforward. Show you know what you're doing and why you want to work with them. Avoid unnecessary details and go straight to the point. Include a link to your music that's easily accessible, like a cloud drive. Also include a brief artist bio and album presentation. Physical copies. Some labels still print physical copies, but not many. If the label doesn't offer this service, it's not worth doing it yourself, unless you know your audience is interested. It's expensive, risky, and time-consuming. I printed small amounts of CDs and cassettes myself and managed to sell the CDs, but very few cassettes. Physical supports make sense for artists with a wide fan base. Artwork. There's a lot of music on the internet, and while you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, artwork is the first thing people see. Accompany your music with the best visuals possible. A powerful artwork complements your music, reinforces the message, and sparks curiosity. If you can't create a great cover yourself, or the label doesn't provide this service, hire a professional. Use platforms like Fiverr if needed. Don't underestimate the power of visuals. It's a mistake that can cost you a lot. Promotion. This is the trickiest part. I'm no marketing expert, but one thing always works. Surround yourself with a community. Here's what I did. Opened this YouTube channel and posted videos of me performing my tracks. Check them out, they are still available. Created specific social media profiles as music artists on Facebook and Instagram, later focusing more on Facebook. Joined groups and found ones that made sense, avoiding spammy ones. Groups that work offer value exchange between members. Open the page on Bandcamp and subscribe to DistroKid as a distributor on streaming platforms. My first mistake was approaching labels too soon. My music wasn't refined enough, and I wasn't mature as an artist. The first album got many rejections, and I published it myself. It went much better with the following ones. Tips. Have decent photos of yourself for your profiles. Have a coherent info on your profiles, channels, and websites. Have a simple, catchy artist bio where your artistic vision comes through. Look serious and professional without overdoing it. Value yourself and your music first if you want others to value it. Prepare a folder with all materials for promotions, such as pictures, bio, and album description. A catchy and interesting description can make a difference. Submit your work for review to blogs, magazines, websites, and ask opinions from fellow musicians. Don't impose your work. Show you care about their opinion and let them decide. I used submithub.com to submit my music to curators and labels, which worked well. I found my first label this way, and had one single included in a popular ambient playlist, gaining many streams. However, despite the numbers, it didn't help me connect with my audience. Focus on Bandcamp instead. Connection will be more authentic, and it will help you grow a real fan base. Revenues. Making music is a big investment in time, energy, and money. It's not guaranteed to pay off financially, but should at least provide pleasure and entertainment. Services like Submit Hub or DistroKid are cheap, and many others like Bandcamp or social media are free. How much time and money you invest is up to you, but start simple and keep learning and improving. If you pursue a full-time music career, selling digital albums and streaming revenues will likely not be sufficient. You'll need other income sources, such as live gigs, merchandise, movie scores, or a monetized YouTube channel. If you aren't aiming to become a full-time musician, focus on making music and slowly grow online with a few solid strategies. This can cover some expenses initially and finance your growth, potentially leading to profit one day. And that's all. If you want to learn more about making ambient music, check out more content on my channel.